Welcome to the Crypt of the Scarab God. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the Crypt of the Scarab God. Hope you're excited. Hope you're ready to delve into those little crypts and see what we can come up with. Let's get the chat closed out. Playing against the nice little Esper commander. She looks like she'd be really nice, but she's actually pretty mean. She steals stuff. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Command Tower, Halimar Depths, a little bit of Serum Visions, Sire of Stagnation, Necro. I kind of want a mulligan. I mean, we're just kind of banking on Serum Visions, maybe Halimar Depths to kind of shuffle it up just a little bit. If we draw into Fetch Land or something, yeah, I guess we'll keep. We'll try and make it work. Put us on the play. We'll have at least we'll be on the draw, so maybe we can draw into something nice, and then hopefully there's a Fetch Land within the Halimar Depths, and we can go for a nice little Serum Vision. So we are playing the Scarab God. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Then for 4 mana, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Then whenever it dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next incept. So we draw into Demir's Signet. It's not too bad. Let's go and get the Halimar Depths down. Let's look at the top 3 cards of our library. Let's see what we got going on. Love the art on this one. It's really kind of mute looking. Demon of Dark Scheme, Sunken Hollow, and Underground River. Okay, so we're actually going to be able to scry, at least kind of scry Demon away. Probably going to go for that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go and put, let's go Demon of Dark Schemes. Let's go ahead and go Sunken Hollow, and then we'll go and go Underground River. That way we can play that one if we need to. We're playing against the Esper Commander, MRB. Whenever she does not untap during your untap step, gain control of target creatures as long as you control MRB. Whenever MRB leaves the battlefield, destroy that creature. It can't be regenerated or it becomes untapped. Okay, let's go and draw into that Underground Sea. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and let's get the Command Tower. Yeah, we're okay. Let's get the Command Tower down. Let's go Demir's Signet. And then anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So we'll be online for Serum Vision next turn. We can kind of shuffle away that Demon of Dark Schemes. We do have the tap land on top of our library we'll be able to play. That's going to put us at 4 mana, and the wash will be with 5 mana with the Demir's Signet. So we'll be online to get down the Scarab God from there. We just need to find a way to kind of protect ourselves from MRB. Even though we have this big, scary, big, bad, evil guy, he's still scared of MRB over there. Let's go for Serum Visions. See if we can't scry some stuff away. Flooded Strand and Glimpse the Unthinkable. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw into Demon of Dark Schemes. Let's go ahead and go. If we go Flooded Strand on top, that'll be another land. I actually like Glimpse the Unthinkable because that's going to get our graveyard going. That's kind of what we're missing on this one, or at least not having a discard outlet. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Flooded Strand. Let's go Flooded Strand on top. And then we'll go and go Glimpse the Unthinkable on top. Let's go ahead and make it for the play. Let's go and get down the Sunken Hollow. Anything else we need to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. But yes, if you're new to the channel, if you have not seen the Scarab God, this is a black-blue Reanimator deck. You can definitely go zombies with the Scarab God. In fact, it's a lot of fun to go zombies with the Scarab God. But he's also a really good Reanimator on a stick. Once you get this down and get some sort of graveyard established, then you can really start reanimating stuff out of your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard, which is really nice. Pretty cool. And I was really glad they included that ability that it's any graveyard, not just our own graveyard. Usually when they print kind of cards like that, they kind of put like a little bit of a kind of a hold on it. So we do have that Flooded Strand on top. Do we want to go for Glimpse right now? We'll be online for Liliana. Create a zombie. Does not have flying. Yeah, actually, let's get down the Underground River down. I like going for Liliana on this. We'll go colorless, Demir's Signet, and then add black. Let's go Liliana. Give ourselves a little bit of a clock, you know. If they want to get down MRB and take control of the Scarab God, they can. But at least this way, we can get down Liliana and give ourselves a nice little clock, and we can start using that as our Reanimator, the -3 ability. So it's going to plus up Liliana, get a zombie on the battlefield. See what they're going for. Majoring Network, put us to... Okay. Thought they had some sort of, like, what is it? Trick Bind or something like that to kind of respond to the activated ability. Anything else? Now we're going to go past the turn. So, the court over there, it's a 1/3. Just have Vigilance. We have a 2/2 zombie over here, so we're going to be able to chump block on that, and then start really plussing up Liliana. The good thing about Liliana is once you plus her up to 6, you got the -3 return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this is going to allow you to you're at least going to be able to get two -3 activations out of her once you get a zombie, and then that zombie protects her, which is really nice. So she's a really good commander. Even if you're not running Reanimator, simply getting her on the battlefield and just churning out those zombies is always a lot of fun. Okay, see what we draw into. Draw into Imperial Seal. Let's go ahead and How do we know sequences? Let's go create a 2/2 zombie, put the top 2 cards of our library into our graveyard. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go Glimpse the Unthinkable. And then we do hit Vincer out of the graveyard. Let's go Glimpse the Unthinkable. Let's tap for colorless, Demir Signet. Glimpse targeting us. Oh, love that. Feels so good. Play Soul Type Vengevine. Actually, I'll cover that in a second. And we got a nice little spread. Grave Titan, Crypt Gas, Recurring Nightmare. Now, we could go Necromancy on Grave Titan if we want to go for that. Do we have any sort of... if opponent gets MRB down, they can off the Arcane Denial. It's not going to have haste. It's not going to be able to get control of it. I'm trying to figure out if we want to go Necromancy on one of our Reanimator targets or if we go Imperial Seal for some sort of protection on the Scarab God. I guess either way they're going to gain control of it. Let's go and go Imperial Seal. I think that sounds good. Well, if we're going to go Zombie Beatsticks, let's just go Necromancy on Grave Titan. I like that. I think I like that a little bit better. They're not going to be able to gain control of it just yet. We can get that down. We can get down the Whispering one, hopefully. Is Grave Titan what we want? Yeah, let's go Grave Titan. I like that. We'll go Grave Titan, and then that also puts in a spot where if we get into, let's say, it's 5 mana for the Scarab God, get 2/2 zombies on the battlefield, we can start minusing Liliana's ability to keep their commander off the battlefield by going Overseer of the Dam. Enters the battlefield, destroy target creature, which we can definitely target our opponent's commander. We're not going to swing it with that zombie right now. It's just a 2/2, and it's just going to run into that. So we're not going to go for that just yet. But we'll kind of re-rack on mana and make sure that's the game plan we want to go for. So we do have 5 total mana, so that will be us getting the Scarab God down. If they go for their commander, we have the -3 on Liliana on Overseer of the Damned. Create those, and we'll still get a nice little 2/2 zombie. It's kind of fun. It's not huge zombie tribal with this deck right here. We do have some zombie stuff in here because it's a lot of fun to play. But Rags to Riches. All creatures get -2/-2, and each opponent chooses a creature he or she controls to gain control of those creatures. Okay. Interpret the signs. Scry 3, reveal the top card of your library, then draw cards equal to the converted mana cost. Okay. And... No, excuse me, Interpret the Signs was on top. Okay, they just wiped everything out right there. I was like, what just happened? I thought they were casting that, but that's on top of their library. Okay. And then we can still, if we want to, Overseer on the court to get rid of it. But I think at this point right now, we're still just going to go and swing in with the Grave Titan and get those zombies on the battlefield. Drawn to coffers. And right now, we've only got actually 1 swamp on the battlefield, so it's not the best. Let's go get the coffers down. Let's go and swing in for 6. Let's get those zombies going. Every time Grave Titan swings in, I always think of those zombies just kind of falling out of his belly. I don't know, you can't help it. I mean, they are. They're literally falling out of his belly, so I don't know. It's just it's a funny mental image to think of. Okay, we're going to get the block right there by our opponent. We can actually bring that back if we want to. Now, do we want to... Make sure we don't click through the second main phase. Let's go ahead and... If we want to get some stuff going, we don't really have that much stuff in our graveyard. We could go for Crypt Gas, but once again, we don't have that many swamps. Let's go ahead and let's just plus up on Liliana at this point right now. Get that zombie on the battlefield, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then we're not going to be able to attack the coffers right now. Let's go ahead and go, let's get the Scarab God down. I like that. Let's go for that. So we're going to tap the Demir Signet, get the Scarab God down. If they want to start going for it, they can. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll get the Scarab God down. That's going to give us some options out of the graveyard. That way it kind of puts us in a spot where they're almost going to have to go MRB next turn. If they go to cast MRB, what we can do is go for Vincer to kind of exile her. Return target spell permanent to its owner's hand. They're going to be able to recast it again. But we also still have Draining Welk out of the graveyard too. So it enters the battlefield, counter target spell, put X counters on it where X is that spell's converted cost. So at least we do have some sort of answer to what they're casting out right now. See what they're going for now. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. They did have the big scry on top. Esper Charm, destroy target enchantment. Okay, that's fine. I keep forgetting that you can play the top card of your library with it being revealed. Okay, sacrifice Grave Titan. You go back into the graveyard. It's not that big of a deal. We still have the Scarab God, so we're okay. We can bring back and get some more zombies going. And then we still also have the -7 destroy all non-zombie creatures, so we can do that to kind of reset the board state with Liliana and still keep plussing those zombies up if we want to go for that. Then if we can find that, if we draw into Urborg or something like that, it'll really turn our mana on with coffers, and then we can go for the Whispering one, really kind of apply some nice little pressure on our opponent. Ooh, Cyclonic Rift, gnarly. Let's see if we can't... That would be pretty brutal. They can cast it right now if they want to. Deep Analysis, draw 2... Okay, we're not going to be... I was thinking we could potentially kind of shuffle it up in a way. But at least on that, we may end up just leaving the Scarab God up to kind of go for Draining Wealth to catch that Cyclonic Rift. I think I do like that. And we got some nice little zombie stuff too. Okay, Scry 3, Mystical Tutor, Corpse Connoisseur. And let's go ahead and let's go and put Corpse Connoisseur on the bottom. Let's go Mystical Tutor. Let's put that on the bottom, and let's go ahead and put Watery Grave on top. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Put Watery Grave on top. I'm going to draw into that. Let's go ahead and shock that in. Well, do we need to shock that in? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're looking at an activation for 4 off the Scarab God to kind of counter maybe that Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, let's go ahead and -3 on Liliana on Grave Titan. Because if we get enough zombies going and we can go for the counter off the Scarab God, then we'll be in a really good spot. And then the more zombies on the battlefield with the Scarab God's upkeep trigger will be a little bit better for us. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll go and shock that in. Let's go and go Imperial Seal. And we'll see exactly what we want to search up on this Imperial Seal. We could go for Urborg, that'll turn on coffers. But let's see if what we want to grab off this one. Now, if we go for Training Grounds, that'll get us some really quick activations off the Scarab God if we're kind of working on keeping it on there, keeping them on the battlefield. I think I like that. Let's go Training Grounds. It's a little janky on that one, but I kind of like it. Okay, let's go and push in on this one. We're going to swing with the Scarab God, send all the zombies in too. We're still in a good spot to where we can go ahead and we have 2 zombies backing up, and then we have Grave Titan 2 on the back end. Yeah, let's go and swing in. That's going to be 11 coming across, put them down to 17, 5 total commander damage. And then anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So we do know they have Cyclonic Rift in the hand. Once again, we're going to be holding up Draining Whelk and the Draining. What was the other one? Oh, Vincer out of the graveyard. So, but they just dissolve on top. So we're going to have to watch out for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They might get a little bit bottlenecked on blue mana depending on how they tap out for that Cyclonic Rift. But at least if we get Training Ground down, that'll really kind of give us a little bit more options since we do have Vincer and Draining Whelk coming out of the graveyard. Okay, get that Scry going. That's going to be 1. Oh, I always forget Grave Titan's not a zombie. Well, excuse me, it is a zombie because we flashed it back. Let's go ahead and let's put the Core Augur on the bottom. Let's go Scalding Tarn on the bottom. Put Polluted Delta on the bottom. We can go Frantic Search to draw 2 cards, discard 3 cards, and then untap 3 lands. Now if we put Shriekmaw on the bottom, on top, well excuse me, it's going to be non-black creature, so we're going to go and put that on the bottom. Let's put Frantic Search on the bottom, and then we'll go for the Training Grounds on top. Okay. There we go. Let's go and get the Training Grounds down. We're going to use the Halimar Depths. And if that does resolve, that's going to give us 2 counter spells out of the graveyard to kind of stop what's going on. And then us swinging in, that's going to be 11, and that's actually going to be 10 coming across. So we're going to have 21 coming across, so they're going to have some sort of answer. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think if they have another counter spell in the hand, they do have Dissolve on top of their library. But at this point, we'll still go and get the Training Grounds down because that'll be Dimir Signet for the activation, and then 2 other colored sources out there. And then that's one of the fun things with Training Grounds of this deck, and also goes along with the Locust God, is that you can get into some really nice activations. Okay, Dissolve on that one. That's fine. And then Control Magic on top. They're going to scry, see if they want to leave that on top. They might, but more than likely, yeah, okay, they're going for that. Let's go and swing in. Coming in hot. I'm going to get 2 more zombies on the battlefield. Worst comes to worst, if we can just protect the Scarab God on the battlefield, then we'll have enough after this attack to go for the Scarab God upkeep activation. Cyclonic Rift. Alright, so let's go ahead and go Scarab God activation, exile target card. Let's go Draining Whelk on this one. Yeah, I like that. It's going to have flying too. We're going to go Draining Whelk. Tap for 1. Let's go Dimir Signet. Let's go and exile that Draining Whelk. Beautiful. Enters the battlefield, counter target spell. It's going to get rid of that overload cost. Alright, opponent scoops it up. We did have the Draining Whelk coming in. Look at that. I love the nice little zombie illusion sea creature, whatever that is. But yeah, so we had Draining Whelk coming in. That's going to counter the Cyclonic Rift. And that's the fun thing about running Draining Whelk in this deck. It's a, let me see, I think it's a 0/0 on base. Or or it's a 1/1 on base and enters the battlefield X counters. So when you exile it with the Scarab God, it's going to enter as a 4/4, and then you're going to get those. It's only going to be 2 counters because it was overloaded. But it's a nice little value creature to run in any sort of Scarab God deck, especially even if it's just zombie tribal. It's just a good thing to run out of the graveyard. Then, had they not countered the training grounds, we'd have been able to go for Vincer 2 backup coming out of the graveyard. So that's a nice little graveyard showing. See Liliana putting some work over there too. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.